Good morning, everyone. My name is Garuba Fizolumde. I'm from Voice of the Farmer, and today we are live at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. Last week we started a game we call On the Spot, where we have some questions and question sessions, question and answer session with some of our students. We try to see how ready and active they are when it comes to aquaculture. And today again, this is another episode of the game where we're going to be talking to some of them and asking them some questions. We expect them, it's not as maybe they will get the question right, maybe all the questions. Probably sometimes you may not know, and you need to ask and at least have an answer to your question, and that is what we're going to be doing live on the farm today. You can see we have some of them behind us doing a practical session. Now, some of the questions will be coming from the practical session as well. Some of the things we do at Sedge Farm Consult Limited is we are building another generation of the aquaculture stakeholders, the people that are going to take over from people that are there now. So that is what we are doing at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. So we have different students from different institutions, from SKA, from FUNAB, from Union Schoo, from different schools. They are here doing their internship here, and now you can see we are having the practical session here now. So let's get closer and see what is happening before we even start asking them the question about the on the spot. When on the spot, when you say on the spot, that means you are not even expecting the question, and you are meant to answer the question either right or wrong. Then if you are wrong, you are going to be given the right answer. So let's come closer. Let's see what is happening here. Let's come closer.
Even when you're staring, you find it very easy to steer. Position. So the millions now start and I did. Go around.
But is there any possibility for failure?
For failure? Yes. Because as it is now, I'm not so sure if the weight will be extracted.
Now, you've seen we have a practical session going on already, but we have some students from institution that they are definitely dealing with aquaculture. They are doing aquaculture. Definitely, we want to ask some questions from them, and I see some of them are running away already. But I think I have a guy that is very smart here. So come closer. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name, please.
Please, I am Tesu Wilfred from Joseph Sawan Taka University, Makurdi.
Okay. Now I have a question for you. So I expect you to get the question, and if you don't, there is no crime in it. Now, we are talking about nutrition in aquaculture. So there's something we call FCR. What is the meaning of FCR?
It's FCR is food conversion ratio.
Feed
Conversion ratio.
That's awesome. I think you have an idea about it. That is what it means. When you say FCR in nutrition, it means feed conversion ratio. So now the question I want to ask again is that why do you call tilapia a mouth brooder? We have different types of fertilization, different way of maybe hatching their egg or something. You call tilapia mouth brooder. So why do you call it tilapia mouth brooders?
Yes, actually I am here for internship is to come and have a vast knowledge on fisheries aspect. So I am here to go into that part, so I will be unable to answer that question as it stands, but subsequently maybe I will be taught, then I'll know well about it.
I like the fact that he said this, that he's on Sedge Farm Consult Limited to have a vast knowledge about fishery. And now the question we asked him, probably they don't have an idea about it. So I'm very sure before you leave, definitely you have more knowledge about why you call tilapia a mouth brooder. Thank you very much for even making time to answer this question. So I'll be going to him, take the camera to him. You don't have 20. Now let's come inside first. So this is the session. So we're going to talk about yes, we have our guy here. Now, yes, this is Mr. Ope. He's one of the facilitator, let me say, the staff of Sedge Farm Consult Limited here, and he's doing very great. You can see he's on his farm way. So we want to have a session with him. I know this is a guru. He knows much about fish. So asking me any question is not going to be a problem at all. So Mr. Ope, I want you to take us through the life cycle of fish. Everything has a life cycle. Both we are talking about animals, we are talking about any living things. They have their own life cycles. Can you just take us through the life cycle of fish?
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Okwe.
So you speak louder.
Good morning. My name is Okwe. Now talking about the life cycle of the fish, we have the eggs which is obtained from the parent stock. Okay. Or the bush stock. So the eggs are fertilized with the milk from the new parent stock. And after fertilization, which takes from 24 hours, they hatch into larvae, hatchlings. So they remain hatchlings for 3 days, and they are not going to be fed because they have their yolk. Yolk sac, the remains of their yolk sac. So that's what they're going to be for the next 3 days. So after the next 3 days, they are able to swim about.
Okay.
So at that point, they are fried.
You are fried then, okay.
So from then on to the next 4 weeks. 4 weeks later, they become fingerlings.
Okay.
So 4 to 6 weeks, they remain fingerlings for another month. Then they become at 8 weeks, which is 2 months. Then they become juveniles. So from juveniles, we still have some that we call post-juveniles.
Okay.
So that's about 12 weeks. So from that 12 weeks, if you stop them, 4 months later, we become adults again, baby size adults.
Thank you very much. You know, I said he knows much about aquaculture sector, so he has taken us through the life cycle. So he said the life cycle started from the egg, after that is gotten from the parents to that is the booster. From there you go to from egg you go to juvenile and the fingerlings now. From fingerlings to juvenile, you have from juvenile to fried. From egg to fried, from fried to fingerlings, from fingerlings to juvenile, from juvenile to post and adults. Yes. Thank you very much for that insightful knowledge. So we really appreciate it. Let's go outside. Let's see what is happening on the practical session as well. Yes. We have with us here the manager of Segment Consulting. When it comes to anything archery, Mr. Casey is doing a very wonderful job, and you can see this morning they are having a practical session on fertilization. What are the things you need to do when it comes to fertilization? Actually, come closer. So now, Mr. Jubil, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
May we meet today? Just tell us your name and what you do at Segment Consulting.
My name is Farmer. 1 hour, please. My name is Farmer Jubil Kazim Wenayam. Yeah, I'm the General Farm Manager of Safe Farm Consults. Yeah, we deal with fish. Anything fish.
Even at some point, I think Casey is turning to fish already because all his life is fish. Now, can you just take us through the process? I think you have a class with some of the students here, the intern students, about these the broodstock selection, how to inseminate, how to inject, how to do so. For the people watching us live, because one of the reasons why we are doing on the spot is also for them to also learn why we are asking questions, and if anybody is not getting the question right, we can tell them the answer, this is the right answer, and then from there they are going to learn a lot. So just take us through, maybe in just a few seconds, just take us through the account, or let me say a minute.
All right. Yeah, for your artificial way of propagating fish, the first thing you need to do is you must have a good archery facility. Like the archery itself,
Yes.
even your water too, has to be in the right position. It has to be standard quality.
Okay.
So now, once your archery is intact, all you need to do is all you have to do
Yes. Okay.
all you have to do is get your parent stocks, the gravid female and the matured male.
Now, before you continue, is this a male or female fish now?
This is a male fish, as you can
Male.
see.
How will I know?
It has a genital papilla.
Okay, this.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like the nipple-like structure.
Okay.
This is a male heterobranchus pygoscilis.
Okay.
This is one of the species of catfish too. It's different from the regular Clarias garibinus we see all the time. So you get your parent stock, the male and the female. If you're purchasing or you have a broodstock bank, you bring them to your farm, condition them. After the conditioning, then you start the process. Firstly, the hypothesize. Then the second is the waiting period, which is the latency, where you have to wait for the ovulation to take place. The third step is you get your male, you extract the males from the male. And the fourth step is you collect the egg from the female, the female that was initially injected. Then the fifth is the fertilization. That is where you mix the milk gotten from the male and the eggs gotten from the female. You fertilize, you mix together. Then the next step is you incubate. That is, you go into, these are structures here, where you have your spawning tank, your spawning net. You spread eggs on the spawning net. Then you run a flow through. After 20 to 22 hours, depending on the temperature, you see your fish larva coming to life. then the journey begins. It's not about you hatching, it's about the management.
That's
Management is the cocoa.
That's true.
That's what I can say.
Yes. Thank you very much for that. You know, I want to ask a question before we allow you to go, sir. You said this is male fish, but I noticed the fish is still alive, and I noticed you extract the meat. Because according to what I learned before that I know, I think we always sacrifice the male fish. But now, I think, can we still stitch this back and it's still going to be alive again?
Yes, you can only stage this if you extract or remove just one of the milks.
Okay.
Because as it is, when you remove the two and you suture it back, it won't produce any other milks. It's just two for a lifetime. You understand? So the only reason why you can suture this is maybe you extracted one and you need to keep the remaining one. You can stitch. When you stitch, then you keep back into a separate tank where there will be no stress. You understand? So you don't mix with other fish. It has to be alone. Because in the process whereby you mix with other fish, you might end up pecking.
Exactly.
They will even stress. Because once you're waking the tank, due to their behavior, their cannibalistic nature, so they can easily start feeding. They might end up killing it. So once they kill this,
Also.
definitely eat.
Yes. Thank you very much for that. Now we are going to be rounding up the show, which we call On the Spot. You see, we've been able to talk to some students and ask them some questions, and also talk to Mr. Okbe and also Casey, which is the manager of Second Consult Limited. So he took us through the process in hatching. That is one of the things you need to do: good selection, insemination, injection, and everything that you need to do. So till I come your way next time again on this another episode of On the Spot. My name is Garuba Akizolumide. Till I come your way next time, I say bye bye and God bless. Peace out.
Oh, this video be telling why.
Some of them I don't understand.